This is an official statement from the Republic of Romeo. Governments of Sierra and Tango. You are now under direct warning. For months, Romeo has observed your actions, movements, decisions, and operations that pose a clear threat to our sovereignty. We did not act immediately, we chose restraint. We chose patience. But that time has ended. As of this moment, Sierra and Tango are given 15 days to cease all hostile activity and withdraw from positions that endanger Romeo's national security. Do not mistake this message for negotiation. This is your only warning. If these demands are ignored, Romeo will take all necessary measures to defend itself without further notice. The responsibility for what follows will not be ours. Let there be no confusion. Romeo has already taken the necessary steps to secure its borders and protect its people. Our defenses are active. Our forces are prepared. We will not be caught off guard. Every movement made by Sierra and Tango is being monitored. Every decision is being recorded. You still have time to step back. But understand, this time is running out. Any further escalation near our territory will be treated as a direct act of aggression, and aggression will be met with response. We do not seek conflict, but we will not avoid it if it is forced upon us. To the leaders of Sierra and Tango, this is your moment to act responsibly. Stand down your operations, pull back your assets, de-escalate now. Because once the deadline passes, there will be no second broadcast, no second warning, only consequences. Romeo has spoken. Romeo does not make empty statements, and it does not repeat warnings without purpose. Every decision taken so far has been measured, controlled, and deliberate. This is the final stage of patience. What comes next will no longer be guided by restraint, but by necessity. All diplomatic channels remain open, but they are closing quickly. Any remaining chance to de-escalate depends entirely on immediate action from Sierra and Tango. Delay will be interpreted as refusal. Silence will be interpreted as acceptance of consequences. Romeo's position is final on this matter. We will not negotiate under pressure, nor will we respond to further provocation with hesitation. The security of our territory is not subject to discussion. It is absolute, and it will be defended without compromise. You still have a choice in how this ends. That choice is shrinking with every passing moment. Stability remains possible only through compliance and withdrawal. Anything else leads to outcomes that cannot be reversed or controlled once they begin. Romeo is aware that messages of this nature are often tested for weakness. Let it be clear, there is none to find. Every system, every unit, and every defensive protocol has been placed on full readiness. This is not a reaction. It is preparation completed long in advance. Attempts to delay, confuse, or redirect responsibility will not change the outcome of this situation. Romeo will not be drawn into uncertainty or misdirection. The facts remain unchanged, and they will not shift based on external pressure or interpretation. We are escalating this situation. We are responding to it. The responsibility for escalation does begin here. It began the moment hostile intent was detected. Everything since has been containment. Everything ahead depends on your response. Sierra and Tango are now operating within a narrowing margin of time and choice. That margin is not symbolic, it's functional. Once it closes, no further adjustments will be possible. The system will proceed according to established defense protocols. Romeo does not seek expansion, dominance, or unnecessary conflict. Our objective has always been stability within our borders. However, stability cannot exist without security, and security will be maintained under all circumstances. Communication is not possible, it is no longer open-ended. Any response must demonstrate immediate de-escalation. Anything short of that will be processed as continuation of hostile positioning. This is not a negotiation phase. It is a resolution phase already in motion. Outcomes are being prepared based on current conditions, not future promises. Words alone will not alter the trajectory now in place. Romeo reminds all parties involved that consequences are not issued as threats. They are the natural result of actions taken. Once triggered, they do not pause, slow, or reverse based on reconsideration. The final opportunity for correction is approaching its end. After this point, no further warnings will be issued. All systems will transition from observation to execution of response measures. Romeo has made its position absolute. This message stands as the final extended warning. All further developments will proceed without announcement. Romeo will not allow uncertainty to dictate its future. Every variable has been calculated, every scenario reviewed. The current situation is no longer unpredictable, it's defined. The only remaining unknown is whether Sierra and Tango will act before the final threshold is reached. There will be no reliance on assumptions moving forward. Actions alone will determine the outcome. Romeo is prepared to interpret silence, delay, or partial compliance as a failure to meet the conditions that have been clearly outlined. Our forces remain disciplined, controlled, and ready. This readiness is not temporary, it is sustained and absolute. There will be no hesitation in execution once the required conditions are not met within the defined time frame. The stability of our region depends on decisive choices being made now, not later. Prolonging this situation will not benefit any side involved. It will only accelerate the transition from warning to response. Romeo emphasizes once again, this is not escalation for the sake of dominance. It is enforcement of security boundaries that have already been crossed. Ignoring this reality will not prevent what follows. It will only ensure it. Every second that passes reduces the space for resolution. The window is no longer measured in days but in moments. Decisions delayed now will carry consequences that extend far beyond the present situation. Romeo has demonstrated restraint where others may not have. That restraint should not be mistaken for weakness. It has been a choice, one that is nearing its end. And also, I didn't forget about the attacks on Lima. Stop them, or face the consequences. Lima is our best ally and friend. Move away from it now. Stay tuned, Sierrians Tango. Make up your mind before you regret it.